Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to VUS Learning English podcast. My name is Anna. I am so happy you are here today. Welcome to all our new listeners, and welcome back to our returning friends. It is wonderful to have you with us. Today, we are going to talk about something very special. We will talk about our brains, our amazing brains. We will learn how to keep our brains young and strong. We will learn how to keep our brains happy and healthy forever. Thank you so much for joining me today. Your time is a gift, and I am so grateful to share this time with you. If you enjoy our time together today, please tap the like button. It is a small click for you, but it helps our podcast grow. It helps more English learners just like you find us. I'm always curious about you. Where are you listening from today? Are you in your home? Are you on a bus? Are you in a beautiful park? And what country are you in? Are you in South Korea or America or Italy? It makes me so happy to think of you listening from all over the world. Welcome. Let's begin. Let's talk about a secret. The secret to a young brain is not about doing easy things. It is not about playing the same simple game every day. The real secret is doing things that feel a little strange, things that feel a little hard, things that are new for your brain. In this episode, I will share 16 new habits with you. These habits might feel a little weird at first, but they can help your brain feel 10 years younger. First, let's understand something important. Your brain was not made for an easy life. Your brain was made to learn, to grow, to adapt to new things. Long, long ago, people had to use their brains all the time. They had to find food. They had to find new places. They had to solve big problems to stay safe. This challenge was good for their brains. It kept their minds sharp and strong. But today, our world is very comfortable. We can get food delivered to our door. Our phones tell us where to go. We can watch movies and TV without thinking too much. We love comfort. But too much comfort can make our brains slow. It can make our brains feel older. But there is wonderful news. Science has a beautiful idea. It is called neuroplasticity. That is a big word, neuroplasticity. But it has a very simple meaning. It means your brain can change. Your brain is not fixed. Imagine your brain is like soft clay. You can shape it. You can change it your whole life. Every time you learn something new, you change your brain. Every time you try a hard thing, you change your brain. Every time you do something in a new way, you build new roads in your brain. Think about your habits. Your habits are like paths in a forest. You walk on these paths every day. They are easy to walk on. But these easy paths only go to the same old places. The new habits we will talk about are different. They are like making new paths in the forest. It is hard work at first. It feels strange, but every step you take builds a new road in your brain. It makes your brain stronger and more beautiful. New studies show that doing new hard things can make your brain work better. It can feel like your brain is young again. This is not about being a genius tomorrow. It is about helping your brain stay quick and clear. It is about feeling bright and awake. So, are you ready? Let's learn these 16 wonderful habits together. Habit 1. Use your other hand. The first new habit is very simple. Use the hand you do not usually use. If you're right-handed, you use your right hand for everything. Now try to use your left hand. If you're left-handed, you use your left hand for everything. Now, try to use your right hand. This is your non-dominant hand, your other hand. Why it feels strange? It will feel very clumsy. It will feel slow. You will not be very good at it. When you brush your teeth with your other hand, you might make a mess. When you write with your other hand, it will look like a child's writing. This feels strange because your brain loves to be fast and good. You are doing the opposite. You are telling your brain, let's try a new way. For your whole life, the part of your brain for your main hand has been a big, fast highway. The part for your other hand is like a small, quiet street. The good thing for your brain. This simple, strange habit is amazing for your brain. When you use your other hand, you wake up sleeping parts of your brain. You are asking the two sides of your brain to talk to each other more. This builds new connections, new bridges inside your mind. Studies show that this can help your brain learn new things. It can help you plan things better. It is like you're making your brain's whole city bigger and stronger. How to start small. You do not need to do everything with your other hand. Start with one small thing. Tonight, try to brush your teeth with your other hand, just for 2 minutes. That is it. When that feels a little more normal, you can try another thing. Maybe you can use the TV remote with your other hand, or stir your coffee with your other hand. Small steps are beautiful steps. Habit 2. Take a little cold shower. The next habit is about water. Take a cold shower. But wait, do not worry, it is not as scary as it sounds. At the end of your normal warm shower, do one small thing. Turn the water to cold just for 30 seconds. Maybe you can do it for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Why it feels strange? Wow, this feels like a big shock. Your body feels the cold and thinks, this is danger. You might stop breathing for a second. Everything in you wants to jump out of the water. We are people who love to be warm and comfortable. Choosing to be cold feels very, very wrong. It is a fight between your smart mind and your old survival brain. The good thing for your brain. That cold shock is where the good thing happens. The cold water sends a message to your brain. It releases a special chemical in your brain. This chemical helps you focus. It helps you pay attention. It can make you feel good. Studies say it can increase this chemical by 200 or 300%. This is why you feel so awake and clear after a cold shower. The cold water also releases another happy chemical. This chemical can help if you feel sad. You are teaching your brain. You are teaching it to stay calm even when something is hard. This makes you stronger for real-life stress. How to start small. Please do not take a long freezing shower tomorrow. Start small and gentle. At the end of your warm shower, turn the water to cool, not freezing cold, just cool. Stay there for 15 seconds. The next day, maybe try for 20 seconds, and maybe a little colder. Slowly, you can make the water colder, and you can stay in for a longer time. Be kind to yourself. Habit 3. Read something that challenges you. This habit is about reading. Read something that is new or difficult for you. Find a book or an article that has a different idea, an idea that you do not agree with. Or find a book about a topic that is very hard for you, like science or philosophy. Why it feels strange. This can feel very uncomfortable. Your brain likes to be right. It loves to find information that it already agrees with. This is called confirmation bias. When you read a different idea, it can feel like someone is arguing with you. You might feel angry or defensive. And reading a hard book is like mental exercise. It can feel very tiring, like running a long race when you only want to walk. The good thing for your brain. Reading things you already agree with is like lifting a very light weight. Your muscles will not grow. When you read something hard, you force your brain to build new muscles. You learn to think in new ways. When you try to understand a difficult idea, you are testing your own beliefs. You are becoming a better thinker. Brain scans show that when we read deeply, many parts of our brain light up and work together. Doing this often can build stronger connections in your brain. It is a workout for a strong and open mind. How to start small. You do not have to read a 500-page book that you hate. Start with a small article. Find a good article from a good source. Read it to understand the other person's idea. You do not have to agree. Just try to understand. Or choose a famous book that you always wanted to read. Promise yourself to read just 5 pages a day. That is a wonderful start. Habit 4. Try to remember before you look it up. This habit is about memory. The next time you forget something, like the name of an actor, or a song, or a date, what do you usually do? You probably take out your phone and Google it. This habit is about waiting. Do not use your phone right away. Sit with that feeling of, oh, I know this, for a few minutes. Try very hard to remember it by yourself. Why it feels strange. We love getting information instantly. Not knowing something for a moment can make us feel a little anxious. Our phone is like a part of our brain now. It is our external memory. Choosing not to use it feels slow and silly. It feels like you are standing outside a locked door and the key is in your pocket. But you are not using it. It is frustrating. The good thing for your brain. Your memory is like a muscle. If you do not use it, it gets weak. Every time you ask Google to remember for you, your memory muscle gets a little weaker. The action of trying to remember is the exercise. That struggle is what makes the memory stronger. When you force your brain to search for the answer inside itself, you are exercising an important part of your brain. You are telling your brain, this information is important. Build a better road to it. This habit helps you make your own brain stronger again. How to start small. Start with things that are not very important. If you cannot remember an actor's name, give yourself 5 minutes. Think about other movies they were in. Think about who they acted with. Really try. After 5 minutes, if you still cannot remember, you can look it up. The goal is not to always remember. The goal is to always try first. You are training your brain. Habit 5. Eat a new brain-healthy food. This habit is about food. Add new foods to your week. Foods that are very good for your brain, but maybe you have never tried them before. Think about foods like sardines, a small fish, or walnuts, or lentils, or dark vegetables like beets. Why it feels strange. We love to eat the same foods. Our favorite foods are our habit. They are our comfort. Trying new foods can be hard. They might have a strange texture or a strong taste. Your brain might say, this is weird. I do not like it. This is because it is new. New things can feel a little scary, even new food. The good thing for your brain. Your brain is a part of your body. It needs good food to work well. Many of these new, strange foods are full of good things for your brain. Small fish like sardines have omega-3 fatty acids. This is a superfood for your brain cells. It helps protect your brain as it gets older. Walnuts and lentils also have special things that protect your brain. Big studies show that eating these kinds of foods can lower the risk of brain problems like Alzheimer's. It can help your brain age slowly. When you eat these foods, you are giving your brain the building blocks it needs to stay young and healthy. How to start small. You do not have to eat a big plate of something you do not like. Start very small. Try adding a few walnuts to your yogurt in the morning. Try adding a small spoon of lentils to a soup you already love. Each week, buy one new vegetable at the store. Then you can look for a simple recipe online. The goal is to try new things slowly, not to change everything in one day. Habit 6. Change your daily routine. This habit is about your daily life. Do something to change your daily routine. Your routine is what you do every day without thinking. For example, take a different road to work. Go to a different supermarket. Change the order of the apps on your phone. Why it feels strange. Your brain loves routines. Routines save energy. Think about your morning. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you make coffee. You do it all without thinking. Your brain is on autopilot. It is very efficient. It saves power. When you break the routine, you force your brain to wake up. It has to turn off autopilot. It has to start thinking and solving problems again. This feels a little hard. It needs more energy. And your brain sometimes feels lazy. It likes easy. The good thing for your brain. Living on autopilot is not good for a young brain. New things are the best food for your brain's ability to change. When you take a new road, your brain must pay attention. It sees new things. It hears new sounds. It has to make a new map in your head. This work wakes up the memory part of your brain. Every small change you make is like a little exercise for your brain, like doing one push-up for your mind. How to start small. Choose one small thing to change each day. On Monday, walk on a different street. On Tuesday, listen to a new kind of music or a new podcast. On Wednesday, move your trash can to a new place in the kitchen. You will have to think every time you throw something away. The changes can be very small. They just need to be different. Habit 7. Do something you are not good at. This habit is a big one. Find something that is hard for you and practice it. Maybe you are not good at drawing. Try to draw. Maybe you are not good at music. Try to learn a simple song on an instrument. Maybe you can try to learn a new language or play a hard game like chess. Why it feels strange. This is maybe the hardest habit because it is not comfortable for our feelings. We love to do things we are good at. It makes us feel smart and capable. Being a beginner is hard. You will make mistakes. You will feel clumsy. You will fail. It can feel embarrassing. A voice in your head might say, "You are so bad at this. Stop now. Do something easy." The good thing for your brain. Your brain grows the most when it is struggling, not when it is doing something easy. When you learn a new hard skill, you are building a new city in your brain. You are creating new roads and buildings from nothing. This process physically changes your brain. It makes the connections in your brain work faster and better. One amazing study found that older adults who learned many new skills had better memory. Their minds worked like the minds of people who were many years younger. How to start small. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to try. Embrace being bad at it. It is okay. Choose one new skill and give it just 15 minutes, 3 times a week. Use a language app on your phone for 10 minutes. Watch a video that teaches you how to draw a cat. The goal is not to become a famous artist. The goal is to give your brain the wonderful hard workout it needs to stay young. Habit 8. Sleep in a dark, quiet, cool room. This habit is about your bedroom. Make your bedroom like a cave. It should be very dark, very quiet, and a little cool. This means you have to do some hard things. You might have to take the television out of your bedroom. You might have to leave your phone in another room. You have to try to go to bed at the same time every night, even if you want to watch one more show. Why it feels strange? This is hard because we love to have stimulation all the time. We love light and sound. We use our phones to wake us up. We fall asleep with the light of a screen on our faces. A very dark and quiet room can feel empty. The silence can feel loud. You might hear your own thoughts more. This habit needs discipline, and discipline is never easy. The good thing for your brain. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is when your brain cleans itself. When you are in a deep sleep, your brain has a special cleaning team. This team works all night. It cleans out all the waste that builds up in your brain during the day. If you do not sleep well, this cleaning team cannot do its job. The waste can build up. This is linked to serious brain problems later in life. Even a very small light in your room can stop your brain from making a special sleep hormone. This hormone is called melatonin. It tells your brain it is time to sleep. Many studies show that 7 to 8 hours of good sleep is very important. It is important for your memory, your feelings, and your brain's health. This is one of the best things you can do for your brain. How to start small. Make one new rule. No screens in the bedroom. Charge your phone in the living room or kitchen. Buy a small, cheap alarm clock. You can buy special curtains called blackout curtains. They make your room very dark. If your home is noisy, you can try earplugs. Try to go to bed 30 minutes earlier than normal. You do not have to sleep. You can just lie there, or you can read a real paper book. Okay, we are halfway through our list. We have learned 8 new habits. If you are finding these ideas interesting and helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast. It means so much to me, and it helps our community of learners grow. And I want to ask you a question. Please let me know in the comments. Which habit so far sounds the most difficult for you? Is it the cold shower? Or using your other hand? I would love to read your answers. Now, are you ready for the next 8 habits? Let's continue. Habit 9. Try intermittent fasting. This habit is also about eating. It is called intermittent fasting. This means you only eat during certain hours of the day. For example, you can eat all your food between 12 o'clock noon and 8 o'clock at night. For the other 16 hours, you do not eat. You only drink water. This is called a fast. Why it feels strange? This can be hard for your body and for your social life. Your body is used to getting food all day. At first, you will probably feel hungry. You might get a headache. You might feel like you have low energy. And it can be awkward with other people. Maybe your coworkers bring donuts to the office in the morning. You have to say, no, thank you. Maybe your friends want to eat late at night. You have to explain why you are not eating. The good thing for your brain. When you fast, you put a little bit of good stress on your body's cells. This good stress wakes up your brain's protection systems. Studies on animals and now on people show that fasting can help your brain make more of a special protein. This protein is sometimes called miracle grow for the brain. It helps your brain grow new cells. This is so important for learning and memory. Fasting also helps your brain use a different kind of fuel. Instead of sugar, your brain starts to use something called ketones. Ketones are a very clean and good energy for your brain. This might be why many people who fast say they feel very clear and focused. How to start small. Do not start with a 16-hour fast. That is too hard. Start with a 12-hour fast. This is easier than it sounds. Just finish your dinner by 8 o'clock at night. And do not eat again until 8 o'clock the next morning. For most people, this just means you stop eating snacks late at night. When that feels easy, you can try to wait a little longer for your breakfast. Maybe you can wait until 9 o'clock, and then a few days later, 10 o'clock. Slowly and gently. Habit 10. Walk in nature without your phone. This habit is about walking and being quiet. Go for a walk. Go to a park, a forest, or a beach. And here's the hard part. Leave your phone at home, or if you need it for safety, turn it completely off. Put it in your bag. No podcasts, no music, no checking your messages. Just you. And the nature around you. Why it feels strange. We are afraid of being bored. Being alone with only our thoughts can feel very strange. Our brain is used to getting so much information all the time, like a big river of information from our phones. When you turn it off, the river stops. It can feel too quiet. You might feel anxious. You might think, I should be doing something useful. The good thing for your brain. Your brain has two ways of paying attention. One is focused attention. You use this for work or for looking at your phone. The other is gentle attention. Nature helps with this. Modern life makes our focused attention very tired. This is why we feel brain fog. Spending time in nature lets your focused attention rest. It is like a vacation for your brain. Studies show that even a short walk in nature can make you feel less stressed. It can make you feel happier. It can improve your memory and your attention. But the important part is to leave the phone behind. This lets your mind wander. Letting your mind wander is very important for being creative and solving problems. How to start small. You do not need to go for a long 3-hour hike. Find a small park near your home. Promise yourself a 15-minute walk. For the first time, you can just put your phone on silent in your pocket. The next time, try leaving it at home. See how it feels. Habit 11. Have a deep conversation. This habit is about talking to people. Try to have a deep conversation, not just small talk. Small talk is talking about the weather or talking about simple, easy things. How are you? I'm fine. A deep conversation is different. You can ask a friend a bigger question like, what is something you're thinking about a lot lately? Or what is one belief you had that you changed your mind about? And you must be ready to answer these questions honestly too. Why it feels strange. Small talk is easy because it is safe. You do not have to share your real feelings. Going deep is a risk. You might make the other person feel uncomfortable. You might feel that they are judging you, which means you have to be vulnerable. You have to show a real part of yourself. This can feel scary. The good thing for your brain. Small talk is like a script for your brain. It is easy. It is automatic. A deep conversation is a real workout for your brain. You have to listen very carefully. You have to feel empathy for the other person. You have to think about complex ideas. You have to find your own thoughts and feelings. This uses many parts of your brain. Also, having strong connections with other people is very good for your brain's health. It protects your brain from getting old. When you build real friendships, you build a stronger brain. How to start small. Do not ask a person you just met about their biggest fears. Start with someone you trust, a good friend, a family member. The next time a good friend asks, "How are you?" do not just say, "Fine," and you. Try saying something a little more real. "You know, I've been feeling a little tired this week. Do you ever feel like that?" Open a small door, be a little vulnerable, and see what happens. Habit 12. Memorize something every week. This habit is about training your memory muscle. Choose something to memorize each week. It can be a short poem, or a famous quote from a person you admire, or the words to a song you love. And really learn it by heart. Why it feels strange. Today with Google, memorizing things feels old. It can feel useless. Why should I work hard to remember something I can find in 2 seconds on my phone? The process of memorizing is slow. It is repetitive. It can be frustrating. It feels like work with no real purpose. The good thing for your brain. Memorizing is a full workout for many parts of your brain. To memorize a poem, your brain has to think about the words, the sound of the words, the meaning, the feeling. This process makes your memory stronger. It helps you concentrate better. It helps you use words better. Think about it like this. Looking up a quote is like asking someone to give you a book. Memorizing the quote is like building the bookshelf yourself. You are building the structure in your brain to hold the information. How to start small. Start with something short and beautiful. Maybe 4 lines from your favorite poem, or one powerful sentence from a book you love. The chorus of your favorite song. Write it down. Put the paper on your mirror in the bathroom or on your refrigerator. Spend just 5 minutes each day reading it and trying to say it without looking. Habit 13. Do one hard thing every day. This habit is about doing what you don't want to do. Every morning, think of one thing you need to do but you don't want to. Maybe it is a difficult phone call. Maybe it is your exercise. Maybe it is a hard task for your job. Then do that thing first, before you do the easy, fun things. Why it feels strange. Our brains love pleasure, and our brains hate pain or difficulty. Waiting to do something hard is called procrastination. This is just your brain trying to avoid a bad feeling. Doing the hard thing first is a fight with your brain's natural habit. You have to use your willpower. You have to choose the hard thing over the easy thing. The good thing for your brain. This habit is not just about the task. It is about training the part of your brain that is for discipline and focus. This part is called the prefrontal cortex. Every time you choose to do the hard thing, you are making your willpower muscle stronger. You are teaching your brain that it is okay to feel a little uncomfortable. You're showing your brain that after the hard work, there is a good feeling, the feeling of success. How to start small. Do not start with your biggest, scariest problem. Start with something small, something that takes less than 15 minutes. Maybe it is finally making an appointment with the dentist. Maybe it is cleaning your messy desk. Maybe it is doing a 10-minute exercise video. The good feeling comes from starting and from finishing. You did it. Habit 14. Play strategy games. This habit is about how you play. Many of us play simple games on our phones, or we scroll on social media. This is very passive. This habit is about choosing a different kind of game, a game that makes you think, a strategy game. This could be a classic game like chess, or a number game like Sudoku, or even a complex video game that needs a lot of planning. Why it feels strange. Simple phone games are popular because they are easy. They give you small rewards very quickly. A little ding or a congratulations. It feels good. Strategy games are the opposite. They are slow. They make your brain work hard, and you will probably lose many times. The good feeling does not come quickly. It comes at the end when you finally solve a difficult problem. The good thing for your brain. Simple games put your brain on autopilot. Strategy games are a full brain workout. They make you use the front part of your brain. You have to think critically. You have to see patterns. You have to plan for the future. This kind of thinking can make your brain faster and better at making decisions. Games with strategy help your brain use a special chemical that is important for memory and learning. It helps keep that system strong. How to start small. You do not have to be a chess champion. Download a chess app or a Sudoku app. Play one game a day. Start on the easy level. The goal is not to win every time. The goal is to make your brain think in a new way. Change from passive fun to active fun. Habit 15. Write your ideas down silently. This habit is for when you need new ideas. Usually, when we need ideas with a group, we do brainstorming. Everyone talks at the same time. It can be loud and messy. This new habit is called brain writing. The next time you need ideas, try this. Everyone sits in silence for 10 minutes. Everyone writes down as many ideas as they can. No one talks. After the 10 minutes of silent writing, then you can share your ideas and talk about them. Why it feels strange. The silence can feel very awkward. We feel pressure to talk and share ideas out loud. Sitting in silence can make you feel worried. What if I cannot think of any good ideas? You cannot copy or use someone else's idea to get you started. The good thing for your brain. Traditional brainstorming does not always work well. Usually the loudest people talk the most, and quiet people, or people with very new and strange ideas, do not speak. Brainwriting stops this problem. The silence gives everyone's brain the space and time to think more deeply. Your mind can find more creative ideas when it is not interrupted. After the silent time, you will have many more ideas and more different kinds of ideas. This helps you find the best solution. How to start small. Try this by yourself first. The next time you have a problem and you feel stuck, set a timer for 10 minutes. Put your phone away. Just write down every idea you have, even the silly ideas, even the crazy ideas. Then you can try it with your team at work or your family. Just say, let's try a 10-minute silent start for our meeting. Habit 16. Teach what you just learned. This is our last habit, and it is one of the most powerful. After you learn something new, maybe you read a good article or listened to a podcast. Find a person and explain it to them. Explain it in your own simple words. If there is no person, you can explain it to your cat or your dog, or you can write a short summary for yourself. Why it feels strange. This is uncomfortable because it shows you what you do not understand. It is easy to read something and think, yes, I understand this. But it is much harder to explain it to someone else. You might feel like you sound silly. You might realize you did not understand it as well as you thought. It makes you feel vulnerable. The good thing for your brain. This is maybe the best way to learn anything. It is sometimes called the Feynman technique, named after a famous scientist. When you teach something, you force your brain to really understand it. You cannot just recognize the information. You have to organize it in your mind. You have to make it simple. You have to find examples. This process builds very strong and long-lasting roads in your brain. It is the final test of your knowledge. If you cannot explain something simply, you do not really understand it yet. And that is okay. It shows you what you need to learn more about. How to start small. You do not need to give a long lecture. After you read a chapter of a book, close the book. Then say one sentence out loud that explains the main idea. At dinner with your family, do not just say you heard something interesting. Try to explain the main idea in 60 seconds. The simple act of organizing your thoughts is the exercise for your brain. So, we have talked about 16 habits today. What do all these habits have in common? They are not about buying something special. They are about one simple idea. Choose to do something a little hard, a little uncomfortable so you can grow. The youth of your brain is not about your age. It is about your brain's desire to be challenged. Comfort and easy routines can make our brains old. Struggle, new things, and active work can make our brains young again. But looking at a list of 16 hard habits can feel like too much. Please do not try to do all of them tomorrow. That is a way to feel tired and give up. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be intentional, to choose. So I invite you to pick one. Just one. Pick one habit that feels hard but also a little exciting. Maybe it is the 30-second cold shower. Maybe it is trying to remember an actor's name for 5 minutes before you use your phone. Commit to that one new habit for 1 week, just 1 week. Notice how it feels. Notice that part of you that does not want to do it. And then notice the good feeling you have after you do it. That little feeling of pride. That feeling is the feeling of your brain getting stronger. It is the feeling of a new connection being made in your mind. Your brain is the most amazing and precious thing you have. Do not let it become slow because easy feels better. Fight for your brain. Challenge it. Make it a little uncomfortable. Because in that discomfort, you will find its youth. You will find its strength. and you will find its magic. Thank you so much for listening today. Thank you for sharing this time with me on our journey. Learning takes time, and you are doing a wonderful job. Please be kind to yourself. Keep going. I have one last question for you. Please leave a comment and tell me, what is the one habit you're going to try this week? And if you want more podcasts that help you grow and think, please subscribe. Don't just get older, get sharper, get brighter. See you next time, my friend. Goodbye for now.